Hey everyone, this is Infernalelements here, also might be known as Oreo Overload, or just Nate, depending on what you watch and what you've seen. So, as you can see, I have been transformed since the last video. I'm in the current process of filming the next Oreo Overload episodes, and I'm rocking the Corona beard, as I'd like to call it, and mustache. So I look a little different right now, so stay tuned for that. But today it's kind of just like an update video, but at the same time I was formally challenged to give my top 5 game room items by Battletoad Overload. Now, if you don't know who Battletoad Overload is, well, he's a great guy who tries to beat Battletoads on every CRT possible. I'll put a link to his channel in the video description, and he's definitely check out his videos. He's a pretty funny guy. He's got a lot of retro content, and if that's your thing, then check it out. As for me though, I recently moved, so I don't really have a game room per se, but I have a little corner similar to him, and I think that we'll show off some of that stuff. I don't have my entire collection with me, so we kind of have to work with what we got, but I think it'll be fun just to hang out and talk. So with that, I'll cut to the game room corner thing. Alright, so we're here now. Like I said, I don't really have a game room per se, but I have this little corner of games that I've collected over the past. Now, this isn't everything that I have, but this is what I have on me. So we're gonna have to kind of make do with what we've got, right? So I collect Game Boy games more so than anything. I've always kind of had a passion for the system, so I've tried to collect the games that I've really wanted, and I guess we'd start off with, I would say having the original Pokemon Green in here. Now, I am try to be a true Pokemon fan, and I like Pokemon content. If the camera will focus, there we go. Pokemon Green, one of the things that started it all, with Red and Green being initially released and Green never coming out over here in America. I was finally able to get a copy of Green to play. The cartridge battery since died, and I haven't been able to replace it, but hopefully we will be able to get that soon. At some point, I'll have to replace them. I'm trying to work on my soldering skills, but I just haven't had the chance to really practice on anything yet. But that would be number 5 for me. Yeah, I would say number 4 is the man, the myth, the legend. It would be Battletoads, honestly. Battletoads complete in box. If you watched the Battletoad Overload episode, you would have seen that he happened to find this sitting on a shelf. This is actually my own legit copy. I don't have my NES with me. This is the only NES game that I have with me. But I have the cartridge and the instruction manual and everything. Most of my NES collection is actually complete in box, and I really need to get that collection here, but there's just when you're moving and everything, you don't get to always carry everything on with you. So it's with my parents right now. But yeah, Battletoads, great game. I wish I wasn't terrible at it. Number 3 of the game room stuff that I have on me would be my Atari 2600. So Mr. Battletoad Overload Ryan Moses, we found this at a flea market, and that was really awesome to find it in the box and everything. The problem is we can't really get the rabbit ears to work on it. There's a problem with one of the connectors, so I have to get a new part to replace it. But yeah, everything is in here. If I can get the box out. And it would have been perfect to have those games still here. That box of games that Orion had. But so it goes. I picked up a handful of games while we were at the flea market. And I haven't been to a flea market since, so I haven't been able to get any more. But there it is in all its glory. And the worst part is, I don't even have a CRT right now to do anything. Number 2, I would have to say, is my copy of the box of Pokemon GB2, Here Comes Great Rocket. Now, this game only came out in Japan, and it is a very, very rare game to find, honestly. The original Pokemon TCG card game, which is right here, came out in the United States, and the problem with GB2 is that even though it was a great game, more music and everything, very, even a longer game, whatnot, it came out right when the Game Boy Advance came out. So unfortunately, they just decided that it wasn't worth porting over. And so we never got it. And I finally just got the copy of it. It was one of the games that was on my wish list. I figured, why don't we take a look? Alright, well, I think I know what my number 1 is, but I wanted to do an honorable mention first, and I think that honestly would be the Game Boy Light. The Game Boy Light was really awesome too, because, it has a backlight to it. And we never got that over in the United States. We had the Game Boy Color, but we never had one that gave a light. And unfortunately, that's something that would have been really nice. And nowadays you can mod your Game Boys and everything to have lights and whatnot. But just like the sheer difference of being able to play in the background. Now this Game Boy Light's been damaged. I bought it at a discount price because I couldn't get one that was in super good condition. But I like this one because personally it has a lot of love. Looks like it's been played a lot. And you can see that there is definitely some line issue. And finally, the number 1 item that I have here, at least to me, in sentimental value, is my Game Boy Color here. And this copy of Pokemon Silver. This one isn't really anything special, this Game Boy Color. It's the original Gold and Silver Special Edition Game Boy Color, so it's like that goldish, silverish shine to it. But this is my first ever game console, first ever gaming system, and I mean it still works. I've kept it. I got it 20 years ago or so now that I've had it with me, and it still travels with me to this day, and I still play it every once in a while. I mean, it doesn't have a light or anything, but I wouldn't ever try chancing modding this either, just because of, you know, what it's like, the history that I have with it. This is my original copy, and this is my copy of Silver. Oh, but yes, that is my most treasured item from my game room. Really means a lot to me. So I hope you guys liked that little tour of my game corner right there. It was kind of fun. It was kind of fun to make. So thanks, BTOV, for nominating me to do this. I guess I'll have to nominate someone too, but before I do that, I'd like to give just a little update on what to come. I'm working on the next Oreo Overload episodes. I think they're going to be really funny. I'm going to shorten them down a bit, maybe try to add some more skits to them, while still trying to maintain the joke that it is a review. And from there, we'll see how they shape out over time. But I expect them to be coming out sooner than 2-3 months, however it was the break between the last two. Other than that, I have another series planned in the back of my head. I'm getting the props and materials for it, so we'll see what happens with that. And I need to do some more gaming things too. I really want to devote more time to doing that. The crystal clear stuff, I guess I could upload those videos and work on them some more, but to be honest, they're not the most entertaining videos to edit, so I can't imagine them being the most entertaining to watch either. I get to everything eventually. It's not like there's any hurry. But thanks everyone for who's tuning in to watch this. Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe in these times. I want to nominate Room 100 Entertainment, one of my real life friends, and he has some awesome content, and he does a lot of content related to Smash Brothers and making Smash Brothers predictions on who the next characters will be and what their movesets could possibly be. And he streams predominantly on YouTube as well. So any of the whole few people who have watched this video or subscribed to me, go over and check that guy out. And I nominate you to do this game room challenge. You gotta give your top 5 items in your game room or game corner, whatever it will be. So these challenges are a lot of fun, honestly, and I really look forward to doing them again. So it's a great way to kind of do content, something different, mix things up a bit, and I like showing off what I've collected. So feel free to send anything my way, and I'd be willing to make some videos on it. I mean, getting back into gaming's great too, because that's what I like to do. That's my hobby, and that's the main purpose of the channel. It seems like lately the Oreo Overload stuff is kind of becoming the main thing that I'm having fun with, and to be honest, I like the gaming stuff better. And don't tell the Oreos stuff that. I don't know what they're gonna do if they hear me say that. I just had to open my mouth.